Hello. Hello. It's more Ape Escape time. I'm gonna call the group in a second. Train Man should be here, maybe. He didn't really respond, but he never does. I just usually hit the button and he just shows up. Sabo may or may not be with us. We'll find out. I'm gonna ring them up now. Let me turn off the music first, though. And let me ring them up. It's ringing now. I mean, you could hear that. Hello.
Hello.
Same place as usual. It is live, too.
Ah, right.
I always just start it live now, because, like, why not? Because usually there's also that period of time where you kind of just leave it on for a bit before you get started.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me, hide the, we'll be right back bit. Don't need that anymore.
I mean, we will be right back.
It's true. So how you doing today?
Tired. Like Christmas stuff, you know how it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little tired, but more of that from the weather than anything else, because it's, like, really, like, cloudy and misty out. Not much sun.
Tell me about it. At least you didn't spend 2 weeks without fucking hot water, mate.
I didn't even know your hot water was out.
Oh, I did not mention that amongst the rest of the things that's been happening in December.
I think that one you slipped right through the cracks on us.
Yeah, my boiler broke.
That or everything else was so much bigger that we forgot.
But yeah, I had like 2 weeks without hot water.
Ugh.
So that was fun.
That's the opposite of fun.
And actually physically painful having a cold shower.
Yeah. No, cold showers suck.
I mean, it's fine when it's hot, but when you like have your cold shower and then you like step out and it's like, oh yeah, and also it's like -3 because there's no heating in the house, so it's actually -3 inside. But, that's all fixed now, so that's all good.
Well, at least it's
all
fixed.
Good in the hood.
I've kind of started for next week. I haven't mostly finalized my games of the year for me. I'll
I've not even thought about that, so
yeah,
I'll be making it up as I go along.
That's fair. I mean, that's more than what Sabo would do. Sabo would be like, I don't know, and then like point at one game, and go, I like that one, and then we move on.
Pick the one new game he played this year.
Yeah.
I mean that's fair. He's not as much of a as much as I hate the term gamer. Even like every time I hear that, I do just kind of want to strangle someone.
Yeah. I'll admit there was a time I unironically used it. There was a time.
I mean, there was a time when we all unironically used it, and then people started using it ironically, and then it settled back down to being unironic, and now it's just like, to quote the kids, it's just fucking cringe, bro.
It was not cringe. It was cringe, father.
You thought it was base, but in fact it was cringe.
Cringe, base, cringe, crime.
On fleek, do the kids say that still?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what the kids say. I'm old.
Yeah, and the only kids I interact with aren't old enough to know the lingo themselves, so...
You fear the day when one of your nieces turns to you and says poggers.
I mean, one of my really good friends once told me that, like, he was sat with his nephew at, like, the breakfast table, and then just unprompted, the kid turned to him and said, "Dank memes and mum, right?" And I'm like, you did beat him for that, right?
Jesus! That escalated quickly. Oh, shit. Ow!
I mean, what's the point of kids if you can't beat them? I had to suffer through physical and emotional abuse. Why should they be so lucky?
I mean, it'd be better to not, so they don't have to deal with the same bullshit you had to deal with.
But then I just have to deal with. I just had to take stuff and not get,
Yeah.
And not just put it on other people. Where's the fairness in that?
It's to make life better for other people.
That's not what we do here, Dan.
That's what I do.
No, it's not. That's not what we do. We wouldn't tell you that. We, I don't know, actually solve our societal problems. We look at climate change. But we're all determined to not do any of those things. So I say, fuck it. You know?
South Park said we shouldn't.
Yeah, but you know what I also say? I also say that we should give wolves guns.
I don't know about the wolves.
Hey, I mean, I think of it like this. If, like, people are going to hunt animals, then they should either not have guns to make it fair, or they should give the animals guns.
Well, if we give them guns, we have to make specific guns for them, because otherwise it's not fair, because they need to be all the ones they can actually shoot. I think we should give deer guns.
But I mean, like, you know, that's just my thinking. If, like, you insist that, we're really desperate that we have to hunt, it's like, okay, hunt barehanded. And if you can't do that, then yeah, okay, but we arm the animals to the teeth, make it really fair. See how many hunters really want to, you know, preserve nature when nature can shoot back.
Create bamboo.
Yeah.
I've got antlers of steel.
Be a Duke, but sure.
Yeah,
man, I miss Duke. I miss Duke.
Shame he died in Florida.
It's a shame that Randy Pitchford murdered him.
He wasn't killed, he was murdered!
But actually, though,
by a greasy muppet.
He's still around. I've not seen him pop up in ages.
I think he's just laying low, waiting, biding time.
No, he's just trying to work out what the next dark and evil thing he can do. Hey, Bobby Kotick's almost gone, or will be gone. Wait. Will be gone by the time this comes out on YouTube.
True.
I mean, he got a massive payout, so in the end, evil still wins. You know, I live in hope. Maybe he'll go up to collect his $1 million, or however many millions.
And have a sudden heart attack.
No, and then it turns out it was actually like $1 million, the animal.
Oh, just like $1,000, and then they stamp him to death.
Yeah, and then they stampede over him.
They give it to him in the middle of their rut.
Well, you just say, here's your $1 million, and then they all just crash through the door and they, you know, stomp him to death.
Yeah, but think if it's while they're in the middle of the rut, they're twice as aggressive.
I mean, at least it didn't say, here's your $1 million mooses. Moose?
Oh god!
Moosai? I think it's just moose.
One Moosai is enough to kill anyone. Just one.
What?
You don't fuck with the Moosai.
Unless you're a polar bear.
Even then, they don't always get all scot-free.
Man, you know what, you know, polar bears are basically nature's spawn campers.
Yeah!
You know how they hunt, right?
If they get the scent of you, they're just like, I'm gonna just follow you forever.
No, it's not even that. They, like, literally, so because, like, Arctic seals, like, where the ice, you know, where there's actual ice, because haha, climate change, usually they have to, like, break holes in the ice in order to breathe, so it's like these little thin ice breathing holes. Polar bears find them and then they just sit and wait for a seal to pop its head up for air. And they fucking nab him. Yeah, it's the kind of move that in a game you get at least 3 slares thrown at them.
To be fair, the gamer would also probably be throwing the sword at the same time while doing it.
Where is the polar bear racial slur 80% speed run?
Jesus. That wasn't something I was expecting to hear today. Those were not words. Those aren't words in the Bible.
I mean, they are words, probably not in that.
Wait, hold on. That's a double.
Well,
My mistake.
the Bibble Baggins.
Oh, you don't know that reference? The
No.
Bibble? Oh, it's from Octopus
No,
Hunter Force.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Where like Shake has a bootleg Bible and pulls it out of Miwa and goes, the answer's in here. That's us, the Bibble. You question the word of the mighty Jimmy? Alcatine Numbers First is a fun shitpost show.
It's still around.
Yes! It ended and then it came back!
It really is the zombie show.
Fuck!
After you killed that which is already dead.
I fell off a cliff and died.
Well, that's how. Or push him off the cliff. Yeah, you know, this is going to be one of the... I think this is going to be one of those sort of chill sessions where we just don't really have a whole lot to talk about, so it's just going to promote more random bullshit, because, like... I mean, there's been no major releases because it's fucking Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Nothing comes out in this period.
I did pick up, I did get a couple things for Christmas. I have finally played Pizza Tower. It's really good. Not that I was expecting. Ah, God, I fell off again. That was really stupid of me. Why did I do that?
I don't know why you do the things that you do.
I don't know why I do the things that I do. But yeah, it's pretty good. It is, as I thought from looking at it, it's Wario Land. And it's pretty fun. I also was gifted a Warhammer Orc game called Shoota's Blood and Teeth.
Ah, yes.
And it's pretty good.
And you're playing as the objectively most righteous race, which is the orcs.
Correct. The orcs are my favorite. I love them.
It's mostly because orcs are too stupid to really believe in racial hatred, or slavery like the Tau.
They just want a good crumpin'.
They just want to war. War! And if you could war while you war, then great. So we just sat there warring at each other. War! War! War!
But yeah,
they do have also the best theme song of orcs, 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 orcs.
There's also What a Wonderful War.
Also, I mean, orcs just speak the language of my people.
Soccer hooligans.
Yeah. I grew up with them.
It's like I know orcs. I have some as my neighbors. How you doing, Jerry? Whoa!
Yeah, no, that's not easy. You have to be like, alright, Jezza, mate, how's it hanging? Yeah. Oh, yeah. How's your Pauline? Oh, yeah.
Will they say it's fucking minging now?
Maybe. Depends what mood they're in.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll be all, she's right proper, she is, what? Otherwise she's like, yeah, she's proper minging. And then sometimes if they're really angry, like, what the fuck did you fucking say to me, you fucking cunt? I'll fucking have you. And then you just kind of like that, and then you're like, well, the natural response to that is, well, I'll fucking have you. Then you just kind of sit there and you're just like, you want some, yeah, I want some, you want some, yeah, I want some. And it just kind of loops indefinitely until someone's like, oh, I've got to go, it's tea time.
No one actually does the swinging.
Of course not. You just all sit there and say, yeah, well, they are, but two cowardly barbarians.
See, that makes them not quite like the orcs from Warhammer, because they will just rush punch each other. I love how the plot of the game is started by your orc having his hat stolen by another orc.
Yeah, that sounds about right for orcs.
Because the other orc's like, I love your hat, I only get the fanciest things. And he's like, oh, keys! He's like falling off the fucking ship.
I always like that the orcs have gods, Gork and Walk, and nobody's quite sure which one's Gork and Walk.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're actually just one guy.
I also like when there's like some like one of the monsters from the series that like tries to fuck with your head. You fight one of them as a boss. It tries to get into your head, but you're an orc. So you just like, you're just a weird looking Yumi.
That's the thing, because you're not one of them brain boys, or them weird boys, or their special boys, or their drive boys. That's the other thing I love about orcs. Everything's just something boys with a Z.
There's a jet fighter game of orcs. It's okay. It's not quite Ace Combat, but I like the name of the first jet you get. Do you know what do you think an orc would call the first jet you get?
The flying shoot.
The first one.
Yeah, makes sense. The first one. The first one. I almost wish that I had a chance that I wanted to kill off my current D&D characters and just play an orc and just be as like fucking cockney, like obnoxious cockney hooligan as possible.
Even though they're different in D&D and like Pathfinder, whenever I have whenever I have an orc NPC, they just talk like a Warhammer orc.
Are they different though? All orcs are the same. Change my mind.
That's it. I'm gonna call a warg on you for that. It's time to warg. War! But I absolutely love the Warhammer orcs, and again, maybe I would have ended up buying the stupid plastic shit if that one guy at the shop wasn't an idiot, and when he saw me fucking around with the little plastic models, instead of like threatening to kick me out of the store, he just started trying to hawk orcs at me. Just saying!
Yeah, well.
To be fair, I saved a lot of money by that not happening.
To be fair, it's Games Workshop. They don't like they don't like current customers.
That's true. They really don't. Like, look what
They're
happened.
not like Wizards.
Look what happened to Texas Speech.
They're not like Wizards of the Coast in that sense.
Well, I mean, Wizards of the Coast will fire their staff right before Christmas.
That was Hasbro. I mean, same company, but you know.
Yeah, they're owned by the same company.
But Hasbro's the parent.
And,
yeah, only 11
and Hasbro did try to and they also did try to do a bunch of weird shit to swindle a bunch of money off of other tabletop stuff.
Yeah. I mean, what? Oh, you mean like
the
when,
open license thing?
Yeah. And then that got quickly shut down when literally everyone was like, "All right, fuck you."
They tried it before too. This
Wait.
This is the second time they've attempted it.
That's the ultimate problem, in that the only reason D&D is as big as it is now is because of third-party groups like,
Critical Role, Stranger Things is a big part of Stranger Things, even though I don't watch Stranger Things.
But I mean, it's like Critical Role, Stranger Things, like other huge, D&D podcast kind of things, and
yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like, so basically, so much of why D&D is a profitable franchise, well, like a super profitable franchise now, is off the back of the hard work of all these people who aren't Wizards of the Coast. So when Wizards of the Coast decide, hey, we're gonna fuck you all specifically, everyone's like, alright, well there's other tabletop RPGs, we'll just go play Call of Cthulhu or something.
Call of Cthulhu, Pathfinder, Fate. There's a lot of options out there.
And their legacy status isn't really enough to deal with that, and as shown with a lot of things, if you fuck up something and you leave an open space in the market, someone is gonna immediately jump in and be like,
"You fuck around, you will find out."
Hey guys, so I know you like this Twitter thing before it became X, but have you tried Blue Sky?
Yeah, I have a Blue Sky. I need to use it more, to be honest.
But that's my point. Or Master, or any. If you leave a space in a market because of your own bullshittery, all you basically do is just give whoever wants to take your spot free advertising, because all they have to say is, yeah, but we're not those guys. It's basically what you used to have, but it's not run by those idiots.
That's literally how the PS4 beat out the Xbox last cycle. Was they're just like, well, we're not the Xbox. You can just have your games. You just trade them in, fine. You can borrow games from people. That's really all they had to do. They had the layout because Xbox fucked up so much. It's okay, Sony fucked up now.
I mean, they're all kind of fucking up at this point. Except Nintendo, they've weirdly done all.
Nintendo just doing what it normally does.
Nintendo's just hanging back, being like, yeah, we're not getting involved. Meanwhile, Sony is not making games or spending $300 million to not let you play as Spider-Man.
I love how they spend so much fucking money, and they're like, oh god, how do we budget this? And I'm like, did you guys forget that, you know, back in the day, you used to make games like the game I'm playing right now, which are just middle budget games that use the fun stuff.
And meanwhile, Microsoft
Because
is
Ape
so
Escape,
busy.
because Ape Escape, it had a ton of merchandise in Japan and gave them a lot of money. But Ape Escape was originally just a like middle budget game, and it like all the sequels were. So like you could just make shit like this. Also, to be honest, it's like Sony doesn't even have like the child game in their stuff anymore because they just keep like, oh, we'll just make God of War and The Last of Us.
I mean, you know me, I hate to bring up Godzilla, but Godzilla -1 has kind of proven that, hey, well, you don't need to go for you don't need to waste millions of dollars like filming all of your action scenes like 4 years in advance and then having to bullshit and try and find some way to get it to work when you actually get around to.
What's wrong with
Hello.
you?
Time to fight the boss.
What a mess you made.
Well, not the true final boss.
Everything apart.
He is a boss.
We'll have to go through the levels and collect the last bit of the apes before we can actually fight him.
Why did you win? So what do you think of my castle?
Those apes sure did escape. But yeah, it's like
Actually,
you have the problem
Ape
with...
Escape 2's true final boss. I think it's the hardest one.
Easy to conquer the world. It really is perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
What are you saying?
I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to this, and I'll get to when I get to through 2 and 3. I'll be like, no, actually, the hardest one was. Bleh.
You know, like your friend did.
The hardest one might be Pig Monkey.
I won't be controlled by you.
I don't actually remember. She's just the first one I thought of.
We'll see about that.
I remember I only remember Pink Monkey's boss fight in 3. I don't remember
you
her
under
in
my
2.
control. You can fight it all you want.
But like, part of the other problem, or part of the sort of problem is, like I said, Sony wasting spending millions of dollars on games that are not really games, or games that don't want you to think they're games, and then Microsoft spending all of their money buying up every studio that then also don't make any games for them.
Or Microsoft actively like doesn't let them make them. Like I still say, because we haven't heard anything about it, that Outer Worlds 2 is dead. Like after they bought Bethesda, I'm pretty sure they fucking shot it out back.
Oh, it's definitely dead.
Like,
why would they make Outworlds 2 when they can just pump out Fallout?
Yeah. Or the inferior version of Outer Worlds, Starfield.
That Starfield was already in development before they bought them, but
Yeah,
that's my point.
But that's,
like,
but still, though, that's the thing. They have that.
And it's like they spent billions of dollars acquiring Activision Blizzard, and it's like, well, Blizzard makes a new game like once every decade. And even then,
the quality is dubious.
And Activision has Call of Duty, I guess.
I mean, they have other games, but they don't want to make them.
Yeah, but Microsoft's not going to touch like anything else that's not Call of Duty. They're gonna look at that and be like, yeah, but Call of Duty. We want Call of Duty numbers though. And anything that's not Call of Duty can go fuck itself. Because, I mean, hell, think of how many IPs Microsoft owns and have still not done anything with. I mean, fuck me, they bought up Rare, and what did they have Rare do? Viva Pinata. Yeah, they did a Viva Pinata, remember that?
No.
Exactly. Could have had a new Perfect Dark. I mean, hell, they tried to buy out Bungie, who laughing out, and instead just got Halo and crashed that, and seemingly have crashed that franchise into the ground, crashing that plane with no survivors. And then, as I said, think of all the other things. I mean, hell, I think it'll honestly be amazing if you actually ever see another Doom game ever again now.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna just go the way of like Disney, where if it's not like in their what they think is like immediately profitable, it's going in the fucking vault. And
Which
you
weird,
never
even
see
if it is profitable, sometimes they'll just fucking do it. Because like, look what happened. Look what Activision did to Crash and Spyro.
Ah, yes.
And Tony Hawk.
Ah, yeah. I was actually saying, because I kind of went down a Tony Hawk deep dive. I was like, man, I wish I could play Underground again. But you know, it's owned by Microsoft, so they'll literally never ever see that game ever again. Because they've already killed it. Or they killed... I mean, let's be honest, Pro Skater 3 and 4 would have done well.
Yeah.
Like, they're great games, Pro Skater 1 and 2
Yeah, but they need to put those guys onto Diablo. Don't you understand? Ow, if I hurt myself, I mean I just...
So, you know, this is a bad spot to be in for games, because it's not even just like, oh, these major companies fucking around. It's these major companies fucking around, but they're not actually releasing like any of them. But they also basically hold all of these actual IPs that people could work with hostage, just like Capcom.
Yeah.
But on a much grander scale. Where it's like, here's a list of all the things that you could have out of this company, and here's all the,
and we're not going to make a Mega Man. Go fuck yourself.
You will have.
We're not making Mega Man.
No
Shut
Mega
up.
Man. We'll never make a Mega Man. We'll never make Dino Crisis.
We'll make Exo Primal instead. The most aggressively mid-looking game I've seen in a long time.
Oh hey, you work in the store. Have the Godzilla Cross Kong toys started coming in for you?
No, I haven't seen that toys.
Alright, well after this, remind me to show you a capture. Because you're gonna want to see it, because it's fucking horrifying.
I can pretend to be surprised if you want.
I mean, no, you'll be surprised.
How bad they are.
Trust me. Oh, you'll be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say.
It takes a lot to
Anyway.
surprise me after the Toy Story Transformer combiner thing.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I
Anyway.
suppose I will.
Anyway, so yeah, just lots of things that we would like to have that we'll never get because, hey, you can't turn this into a cinematic experience. You don't make video games anymore, you moron.
On the plus
Well,
side, at least I still have like the indie scene, because there's a lot of great games from the indie devs. And like studios like Digital Devolver, which is like big real stuff. Like there's still stuff out there. It's just it ain't gonna be from the major studios.
But it's okay, because I'm sure GTA 6 will definitely be the magic bullet that the game industry desperately needs, and it won't just be another downward spiral of whatever, like Red Dead 2 was.
Why would you say that?
Man, remember when Rockstar actually made games?
I think the last one was San Andreas. Or was it Bully?
I was gonna say Bully was 2006, so that's not fair. Bully was great. If only they'd have made a sequel.
Apparently that was one of the cancelled games.
Yeah, it was on the list. It was one of the things that were in development alongside their mysterious game called Agent.
To be
And
fair though,
then-
I don't even know if I'd want Bully 2 with Modern Rockstar, considering Modern Rockstar characters control like fucking
Everything would be
trucks.
perfect.
Well, I mean, Bully 2 was cancelled. Like,
Oh no, I'm saying I don't even know if I would have want that game, because it would have probably felt like that rather than felt like how Bully felt.
I think it would have been fine when it was being developed, because it would have not been. Bearing in mind, like, it would have been developed alongside GTA 4, or while GTA 4 was still in development, and GTA 4 is what kind of solidified a lot of things.
It's a lot of where a lot of the issues I have started. Bye, Spectre. I'll see you later.
Wait, Spectre.
So,
By the way, how'd you get your helmet to look like that? Oh, okay.
magic.
Ah.
Yes.
I am actually like looking forward to playing the other two as well. I
fun
know
part-
2 is very long. Like I know that's like the longest of the 3, if I recall.
Yes, because I think there's a lot more. It's mostly just there's a lot more monkeys.
It's basically Ape Escape 1, but bigger.
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 I mean, it also helps that it has actual boss fights.
Oh yeah, because 2 is the first one that has actual boss fights.
Well, it's also the one that has villainous characters beyond just,
Spectre.
Spectre. Because we have the Freaky Monkey 5.
Which I love them. I love like a gaggles of just goofy fucking villain team, the boss villain teams. They're fun.
Well, they're also important because, like, in a lot of ways, it allows you to allow bad guys. It allows you to have like a lot of. Well, it gives you a lot of narrative advantages because especially in video games, because it allows the player to feel like they're progressing. Because, like, okay, well, there's 5 of them, so everyone you knock down, you're like, yeah, I'm getting through, I'm getting there. but it also allows the bad guys to always have like a presence without it just being. And then you beat the main bad guy again. Then you beat the main bad guy again.
Like, or like within this game where it's like repeatedly racing Butch, and then like occasionally getting a thing from Spectre going, hey, you suck.
Oh, did you just call him Butch?
Yes, I did it for you.
Oh, but he's called Buzz.
Oh, damn, I fucked it up.
Fair enough.
How about Biff?
Fair enough. I mean, there's time travel involved. Yeah, sure, why not?
I love the little pictures of the kids having to put the lab back together. It's like, bitch, bitch, did you see all the shit I just went through and you're making me do this? Get off your ass.
It's your chimps, Spike, so it's got to be done about your chimps.
Oh no, my NFT monkeys have escaped again. My apes are all gone!
Maybe NFTs were a plot by Spectre. It does sound insane enough to be like.
It sounds like a thing he would pull.
It does sound insane enough to be like a Spectre figure. Or like, haha, I'm going to sell everyone these JPEGs of monkeys.
Still a shame.
I'm going to make millions.
Still a shame the AI girl literally never shows up again after this game. No, wait, no. She is in the party game.
I think she might be in one of the animes.
Yeah,
or the one anime.
Yeah, she's probably
which I
in
never
that.
watched.
I think there was an anime and also a cartoon.
Yeah, but the cartoon looked
Funny.
How do I say this without? It looked like fucking dog shit.
But the only thing the indie scene has failed me on so far is making a Ape Escape with the name filed off. There hasn't been one.
Maybe one day.
It would be nice. Like, you could
Maybe one day
either
when
do it where you're
everyone's-
capturing humans as a monkey, or you could do it where you're capturing demented squirrels, whatever you want.
There's plenty of options to go about it.
Yeah. You just can't make it be catching monkeys, because then Sony might remember that they own the IP to Ape Escape for like 5 seconds just to sue you.
They might not, to be fair. They might be too busy, like, making...
That's not The Last of Us.
Yeah, they might be too busy making this Last of Us remastered too.
I can't wait for the Last of Us remaster of 1 again. After they do the 2.
It's coming. Oh, it's coming.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I think after like 3 more remasters, I might try to get into The Last of Us. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, you think of that? That's the same with Mortal Kombat. Yeah, maybe in 2 more reboots I'll try.
Hey, that's my joke!
Yeah, I know. I'm stealing it.
You fucking thief!
I'm remastering it, man. I've remastered your
Oh,
joke.
you're remastered. Okay, well, I can't complain then. It's a remaster of my joke.
It's the stuff. See, that's the thing. We don't repeat jokes here. We remake them. We remaster them.
Or director's
We
cut
sell-
them.
We sell you the same joke that you've already heard, but it's shinier.
It's
new.
It's the Snyder cut.
Snyder cut of the Carbomia joke. Basically the same, but like there's just instead of 10,000 camels, there's 10,001 camels.
Fuck.
A lot of camels.
It's a lot of camels. That's a lot of shit.
That's fine. It's fine. Zack Snyder has managed to once again make a thoroughly mid movie, but don't worry, I'm sure
It's okay.
his insane rabid fan.
Listen. He swears. Let him do the cut again.
It's kind of impressive to
Spectre
me
will
because like
definitely be
most
back,
other
and when
directors
he is,
before
I'm
who
sure
get
he'll
like
do
such
more
rabid fan
evil.
bases who are so determined to defend them have to make at least like
Professor,
3 good movies
I'll go
before
back and find
before
Spectre.
they get that kind of notoriety. You know, like Ridley
That's a
Scott,
good
Tim
idea.
Burton.
Yeah.
But first,
And
use the time
And usually,
station
like
to
you know,
return to the
then you
past
always get
and
the people
check
like, yeah,
each
but back in
era for
like
any
way back in the
remaining monkeys
90s,
on
they
the
were
loose.
in a very
We
popular
can't
film
leave
series.
any of them wandering around.
And meanwhile, I'm like,
While you
what
do
is
that,
actually a
I'll
good
go
Zack
back to
Snyder
the
film?
lab and
Like,
track
actually
down
good.
Spectre.
The closest
Then
you
we'll find him and stop
get is
him for
300,
good.
and even then,
Yeah, 300 is like, even I'm like, I like 300, and even I'm like, that's kind of a stretch.
it's one of those things where it's like, 300 is fine for what it's going for, but like every other, I guess Dawn of the Dead maybe, but that's not really that's barely a Zack Snyder film.
Yeah.
The but also, but yeah, I mean, he doesn't. It's one of those things where I just don't understand why he warrants such this rabid devotion to his craft. Because it's like, really, have you ever seriously met someone who's like, no, Batman v Superman was good though?
No, which is why I have a theory.
Is it all? Yeah, you think it's all just Zack Snyder stock accounts, which I don't dispute.
Yeah, I believe it's all just Zack Snyder. I think it's just him like chasing after the bag.
Yeah, I don't dispute that's a possibility. Because everyone I've ever spoken to, like I've met people.
I've met people who at most are just like, they're all right, or like, I don't really care that much, or I don't have a strong feeling about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but Batman v Superman is the one where everyone I've met has gone, oh yeah, that one sucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Why is it if nobody likes this movie? Why are people always like Zack Snyder's a fucking genius, and you people just don't understand? Like, I forget if I've ever like said this before on here, but Zack Snyder was a terrible choice as your like core director to hinge your entire DC franchise on, because regardless of actual thoughts about Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's particular style and what he wants to go for are approaching these characters from a position that is just never going to be favorable to how DC needs to operate.
Yeah, I don't get it. Also, the boxing glove, we have it now.
Boing. Sun Club, irrelevant.
It's really powerful.
I mean, I usually use the Sun Club more because it's faster. But boxing glove is fun.
Yeah, but boxing glove to the face is boxing glove to the face.
It's a very funny weapon. Actually, wait, I don't remember. Does 3 have the boxing glove?
No.
Damn. Maybe that's why I didn't like it as much as 1 and 2.
It does have probably the best but it does have Gotcha Man though, which is fucking bullshit.
That is true. But I remember when I first saw this, I was just like, this is the funniest fucking gadget. Hello, Sabo.
Hey, Sabo. Oh, right, I remember why Ape Escape 2 is so long.
Why is that?
Because in this one, it's like you have to capture all the remaining monkeys. In Ape Escape 2, it's, Monkey Paint frees all of the monkeys. So you have to go and capture every single monkey, not just the ones you missed.
I don't remember. No, it's Freaky Monkey 5 she pulls out.
No, she pulls all the monkeys out. They're all freed.
I think it's we'll find out. We'll be playing it. We'll be starting that next week, so.
Oh, we'll find out. Hey, Sabo, by the way.
Yes. But
nice to see you weren't dragged off by, I assume, a combination of Ezra Miller or Jonathan Majors.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Maybe one of his millions of alternate things. That one fucking scene from Quantumania is going to be funny. Like...
It's like, hey, there's a million of me. We all have the same face and are played by the same guy. That's certainly not going to cause problems down the line.
Just Roblox oof times 1,000.
Maybe it'll
Yeah, maybe. Well, MCU might.
Yes.
Nah, everything.
Everything, honestly. Like
let's just burn it all. Let's just burn it all to the ground.
I feel the bubble bursting on the entertainment industry, and that includes AAA video games. I feel it coming.
Bring on the era of kaiju.
Yeah, basically, they're like, hey, Godzilla. Dude, that Godzilla film is like did great because it's like, hey, we didn't have to spend freaking billions of dollars making it.
Literally, we were talking about this a second ago. How like it's also the problem in the AAA Western AAA industry where they spend like a ridiculous amount of money. And then they're fucking shocked that they have no money. When what you really need to do are make middle shelf games. And I was mentioning that like literally Ape Escape when it came out, the one I'm playing right now was a middle shelf game. It was a mid-budget game, and it made money for them.
I mean, Japan's having that problem too with their AAA.
Oh yeah. I just know more about the Western ones. You know more about that than I do. That's why I was saying.
And Japan has a hard time, making cheap games because it's basically AAA. It's basically AAA games or gotcha fun games. Nothing really in between because they don't have handhelds anymore. They don't have a PC gaming market. So they unless they come up with a way to make the smaller, cheaper games.
What you're saying is bring on the era of kaiju, gotcha.
Yes.
That's how I'm choosing to interpret the words that came out of your mouth.
I don't see how kaiju applies to games here,
I mean, I'm just saying.
Play games
Maybe we
as
would.
giant monsters.
Hey, I'm just saying. Maybe Platinum wouldn't have hemorrhaged at some of its best talent and be losing money if they just made Project GG instead of Bayonetta 3. But you know.
I mean,
Well, they're now gonna go fully into live service bullshit.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes for them. But I'm just saying, if they'd have made Project GG, you can't prove to me that wouldn't have been like the best-selling game of the decade. It didn't exist, so I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, Project GG 100% would have been the best game ever made, and would have made
Armored
$1 billion.
Armored Core 6 did really, really good.
Yeah, and that doesn't even have kaiju.
Doesn't.
Except for big worms.
The worm. Well, the worm counts. I feel like the worm counts.
I was talking about the cave worms.
That too.
The giant worm is just a mech with extra steps. You'll say that.
Would you consider Kiryu a kaiju though?
No, he's a yakuza.
No, other Kiryu.
I mean,
From
now
Godzilla.
trying. Yes, only because he's a cyborg, because he's built using the bones of the original.
Okay, fair enough.
You could have had any of the other Mega Godzillas. You pick the one where it's like, oh no.
Listen, okay. What about any of the other ones?
Actually, might not. Actually, the GBK one might not count because that's using Ghidorah's severed head. So that might also be a cyborg. 70s one could count as a mech because it's remote controlled like Gigantor, and the 90s one definitely counts because it's piloted by filthy humans.
I hate that my brain started playing the fucking Gigantor theme.
so don't you mean Tetsuya?
Well, I said it.
No, Gigantor.
Well, I said, you know what I said? I said Gigantor. That's what.
Gigantor.
Why you like Gigantor? Why are you acting like this? Also, don't pretend to me like you've got some deep love for Tetsujin 28.
Nobody does.
Don't you fucking dare.
I mean,
I think he's gonna try and lie.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me, so no.
you know, I'm a Tetsuya connoisseur.
No, you're not. Yeah, he's got me.
He gave up.
Yeah.
No! Oh shit! I didn't think he'd say no!
Alright, you got me there.
What do I do? He said no!
Well, I shot my shot.
I guess we'll just have to give up for now.
Even Robert Wars doesn't pretend to care about Tetsujin 28.
I mean, they gave him a pretty good run there.
Yeah, but he wasn't African.
No.
And that's the only thing. That's the only important part of the Z series, Asukin.
I mean, they gave Tetsuya 3 characters, which is probably too much.
You're right.
That's actually more than it needs.
Oh. How was your Christmas, Saber? Did you survive South Carolina? Oh. Damn.
I was supposed to be left to live in peace.
I used to say peace would never happen.
Well, they had to.
Aww.
Then my sister showed up. Brand new.
Oh, is this the one you had to look after?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Yes, this
Right.
dog is except this dog is 30 pounds.
Oh. Fucking hell.
Yeah. It's a lot harder to control my previous 10-pound dogs that I could just pick up with one hand if they were this big.
Is he a nice dog at least?
I mean, it's nice. But I mean, she's nice, but her idea of playing is beat the shit out of you.
It's nice, but if it wanted to, it could kill and eat me.
Yeah, basically. Also, it doesn't realize that is not a nice thing to do. It's like, hey, we're playing.
I'm going to eat you now.
Yeah, basically. It's not as fun as like my friends do. Except it's just whenever I go to their place, they just like the dog just jumps up on the couch and like snarls at anyone.
Damn.
It's like I get you. You're an antisocial recluse just like me.
Even if nobody got my back, I know Sebo got my back.
Basically, he's like,
We both hate people!
we both just want to sit here and be left alone. We understand each other.
Me. Oh,
Alright, I got a couple of stages. I think I got 2 or 3 stages down of monkeys. 3.
So yeah, finally people are leaving, and I'm getting some peace. It only took,
yay.
it only took all of Christmas.
You did it!
I believe in you.
And if she shows up again and she's like, hey, yeah, you have to let the dog beat you up again for a day while I go somewhere.
What if she shows up and is like, hey, I need to move, help me move.
No, I already told her that's not happening again. No, next time she needs to move, she's hiring a moving company. Or doing it herself. I'm not doing it. I moved her in and out of Harlem. That's enough for me.
Maybe she should get Tom to help her move.
I'm going for it!
It's funny. She lives near Tom now.
Oh no.
And yeah, Tom reached out. So if she wanted to. She said absolutely not. Never.
Damn.
So
Give the girl second, third degree burns.
there will be no more Tom.
I don't even know who Tom is.
I'm just oh guy.
Tom is her old boyfriend. You know, swell guy. He just third degree burns by accident because he didn't have heat in his house. He just had. She fell on it. And then he took
This man has bad luck.
well, this man is bad luck, and this man is
What?
Luddite. It's someone who hates technology.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, oh, okay, never mind. Get rid of him, get rid of him.
with everything that entails.
Get rid of him, get rid of him. Put him in the trash.
Poor. Poor Tom.
So it's not, it was not great, and he didn't really have much ambition in his life beyond working in his restaurant. So that was the end of that.
Miss Tom.
I mean, I miss Tom sometimes. That it was he was the obvious joke. Nah, Tom is
Boss to the anus of history.
and you know what? I think
Yeah,
Sure I am.
Train will never recover from this.
Rip in peace, Tom.
He has Train has a poster of Tom like on over his bed.
Tom.
No, I just have like a question, like it's like one of those like silhouettes with a question mark. I don't know what he fucking looks like.
But it's enough for you.
It's like near, far, wherever you are, Tom. Oh, really the greatest tragedy of our modern time.
The loss of Tom.
I mean, he wasn't the Tom who told Stephen Amell to name his restaurant.
He is in my He is in my heart.
Stephen Amell named his wrestling move the Arrow Season 3.
Because nobody wants to continue after it.
Don't worry,
fair, he's
don't worry. This isn't a repeat joke. This is a remaster, guys.
Yeah, it's a remastered joke. It's okay. Now give us $50.
Remastered of us too.
I mean, come on. I mean, at least it's a joke we only make once in a while, as opposed to the Wizard or Ezra Miller.
Hey, I was gonna say we don't make jokes about Carbomia that much, but alright, I literally name dropped
Yeah,
it.
you
in
did it like
recording.
literally like a minute before Sabo appeared.
I was like, my ears are burning. Someone must be making a Carbomia reference.
Carbomia reference. I must go. My people need me. Just animation cell whips up into the sky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna. I mean, considering next year's Sentai, I feel like there's going to be lots of Carbomia jokes.
I mean, it is cool. It is basically Carbomia Ranger.
Yeah. Basically, cars and explosions.
It's made for us. I mean, I've long had like a theory that Toei is listening to me.
Carbomia? What is this Carbomia? I don't know.
It's horribly offensive. Let's get in on it.
I don't know. It sounds like cars and explosions.
That sounds like fun.
That sounds like a great idea for next year's Sentai.
It's the new Kamen Rider.
Oh no, we don't know what the new one's gonna be because that won't actually till September, like July, August time. We've got to get through more of Full Metal Alchemist Rider first. And no decade. Honore Decado.
No, they just, for some reason, decided to like go all in on this super character that was only in like 2 web specials.
I'm sure maybe he'll probably come back. He'll probably be like.
I mean, I'm sure he'll come back at some point. It's just weird that they're like, hey, this is a big thing. It's got lots of hype. It's got more hype than Gachard himself. Oh, he's only like,
See, Gotchard.
what's the point of all this?
It's okay. We have the world's first female secondary rider who debuted in a movie that none of us could watch. Damn.
It's alright because they changed the writer. Because apparently the original writer just didn't have a plan.
I mean, I could tell. You know what? I can believe that based on those first episodes of watching Gotchard get his back broken like 80 times so he could develop an immunity to backbreakers.
Wait, that's not how you do it?
You know what I mean? That's how the episode told me he did it.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean that's how I became immune to backbreakers. That's not how I became immune to fire. I just kept putting my hand in fire.
Must teach you the way of wrestling. Now let me break your back.
It's like, it makes me think of that episode of Pokemon where that one kid had like Pokemon where he taught them, where his way of making them resistant to their weaknesses was by like hitting them repeatedly with their weakness.
He's like,
yeah.
He's like, I got rid of his water weakness by forcing him to swim. I was like, I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, it worked.
It worked in the show.
I was gonna say that Sandshrew was immune to water.
Definitely worked in the show at the very least. I don't know if it would work anywhere other than the show, but definitely doesn't work in the games.
The show also had age for the
I mean, I think the most impressive one was use Thunderbolt on the Onyx because he's wet.
Yes, I remember that.
Which is almost Catapult Turtle level Gambit levels of bullshit, but not quite.
I think they actually came up with a move like relatively recently. It's like, hey, it's a water move. It turns you water type, so
There's it makes me think of, there was an episode of Zoids where they're like, man, those flying Zoids are really hard to hit. Lena, get in the catapult. We're gonna just like charge you up so your bullets fire faster, and then you can hit them.
Oh, then turn you into hit scan instead of
Did it work? Because
Hey, yes! Worked in the show.
the running thing is the
She shot them the fuck down. No, she's allowed to shoot things down as long as they're not main characters or main enemies. Then she's able to do things. Can't have a name tag. It's her one weakness, name tags.
wow.
Then again, that's the weakness of almost every character that isn't the protagonist in one of these kind of shows.
Oh no, I'm not the main character, that means I can't do anything.
It's also not my focus episode, so I'm not allowed to do it. I can do it if it's not my if it's my focus episode. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Either way, she's
Or you could just be pretty and stuff.
I still love the show though. She's still my favorite character. I like in one of the Zoids games, she's absolutely busted if you put her in the Liger Zero Schneider. Not the Schneider, the Panzer. If you put her in the Panzer, she just destroys. Because I don't think the game thought you would put Lena into that Zoid. I don't remember exactly how it works, but I remember she just rolls face.
Hey, says the place.
God, is this monkey radar. Otherwise, it would take me a lot longer to try and find these motherfuckers.
To be fair, some of them would be outright obnoxious, like he's hiding in the boxes would be pretty fucking brutal to find without the radar.
Yeah.
So,
It does
did you
drive
get
you
anything
crazy.
fun?
I was saying, it does drive you crazy though when you're like a kid first playing it and you find the monkeys in the box at the radar and you're like, why can't I get them? Not knowing you gotta beat Spectre so you can get the comedy glove.
Maybe if there was a speedrun strat or something.
Might be.
I wonder if anyone does speedrun this. I mean, I seem
Oh
so
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's a game.
definitely. There are more obscure games that have like speedrunning communities, let alone Ape Escape.
I always like seeing the fucking speedruns for like JRPGs, and it's like world record speedrun for FF9, 9 hours. Yeah, that makes sense.
You should see the speedrun record for Bot and Potatoes.
Isn't that one like actually 300 hours?
It's like multiple days, yeah.
Because it's all based off of like a thing that's like event that's incredibly time based and takes like an actual month to complete.
It's not a month, it just takes a lot of time. I don't remember the exact number. Because you can do it within like a few days. But there's like a thing that like takes several like actual like IRL days or hours or something like that to do. I just don't remember the exact thing. So it's usually like a thing that they do at some of the speedruns where it's a side event where it's going on in the background of other stuff.
Final Fantasy 11 had a like raid boss that was actually like people worked it out, and the only way to beat it was literally to do like 80 hours of combat.
Oh yeah, they got patches about it. They're like, no, he's supposed to be unbeatable.
Well, it wasn't that. It was they would. Isn't every time someone found a way to cheese the boss, they kept patching it because they didn't want people to beat it with cheese, and it was like borderline impossible. Well, it was
They didn't want
impossible.
anyone to beat it at all. Like, eventually they finally gave. But they were like, you guys weren't supposed to be crazy enough to try and beat it.
I know there's there was an actual like MMO boss that was meant to be unbeatable, and like storyline wise for their MMO, they were like, no one should ever beat this. And when some people did actually try and beat it, almost beat it, they hard crashed the server to prevent it from dying.
That's really funny.
And outcry about it, they eventually let them have a go, and of course, because it was never meant to be being, it dropped fucking nothing.
Oh yeah, that was the sleeper from EverQuest.
That was it. It was EverQuest.
Yeah, it was. Not only that, but if you defeat it, it would go on a rampage where you would just go from zone to zone, randomly killing people before leaving the game forever. And if you killed it, then like its entire quest line would go away, which meant all the spoils from it were now gone. So
Yeah.
you weren't really supposed to kill it. It's just
They wanted to kill it. I mean, you put something like that in front of players, they're gonna be like, well, I want to fight it. I want to beat it.
I think there's like one PvP server in EverQuest. It was the only one where he hasn't been killed yet. Because if anyone tries the PvP, this like top tier PvP kill, they'll just mobilize and kick the shit out of anyone attempting it. Because they're like, no.
See, now it makes me think, like, well, what if there's a group that goes to counter them so it can be defeated? It would be really funny.
I believe they said that all of the top PvP guilds were about to be counted, so like in a standoff like that, they would lose. But I guess we'll never know.
I'll never know. And also, none of us care about EverQuest
True.
enough to
I don't care about regular modern MMOs, let alone one that's that fucking old.
So ask me to give a shit about RuneScape, man.
I used to play EverQuest.
That's fine. Can you play it now?
No.
Exactly.
People have tried to get me back, and I was like,
How about I just shoot myself instead and get it over with?
You know, actually, now I think about it, it probably won't be next week.
My life was before. I don't think I can do it again.
I don't think it will be next week that we do Ape Escape 2, because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, there's so many monkeys I gotta catch, though.
It's a lot of monkeys.
A lot of monkeys.
Monkeys.
Do the monkey with me, come on!
Rip Johnny.
Hip-ha-hoo!
He died as he lived.
Pathetically.
Beautifully. No, beautifully.
Beautifully?
Hey, don't you wish you could... Hey, you know what? Johnny Bravo lives the way he wants to live. No shame. No judgment. He
Hey,
just lives his
pretty-
life. Yeah, he just lives his life and he enjoys it. I think we should all have a life goal to be a bit more like Johnny. You tell me that man is not loving every second. Even when he's striking out, he's loving it. You know, I always think of it, one of my favourite, probably my favourite Johnny Bravo skit ever is the Scooby-Doo crossover.
Oh, with Velma.
Yeah. My glasses, I can't see without my glasses.
I can't be seen without my glasses.
My glasses.
It's funny. That joke is really funny because the joke of her being unattracted to him is so dated now.
No, Velma was into him.
No,
He wasn't into her.
no, that's what I mean that way. Considering it's like gag of like, oh, Velma's not attractive, but now everyone's like Velma's the hot one. But yeah, no, that episode though is really funny. I like how because of that episode, they then would have like, in like the commercial, like in between commercial segments, they would have Johnny Bravo and Velma dating, which I thought was really funny.
Wow. He was probably the only one who ever would say yes.
It's true.
Although probably a bad thing for Johnny if her dating is like what she was with Shaggy. It's really like, which always sounds funny when she's
Oh
like, I
god,
can't
that fucking, yeah.
No, but it's more the fact that I find it funny when she's like, who are you going to choose between me or your dog? And it's like, obviously he's going to pick the dog, Velma.
Yeah, I'm
Why
sorry.
would you offer him that? Why would you offer him that choice?
Don't give him that choice.
Also, it's Scooby-Doo. Everyone would pick the dog. I'm sorry. I like you, but come on.
Listen, you're cute and all, but that's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, but look at him.
Right.
Poor.
I've seen it, I know it.
You literally had no chance, Thelma. I don't know what you were expecting.
Most people don't, honestly.
I believe it was against Scrappy.
No, we're getting Scrappy 100%. It's like, Shaggy is getting
Me or Scrappy Doo.
you 100 times you. Why would you even ask such a ridiculous question? I'm just saying, you put like having the most attractive person in the world that or whatever you're into against like being best buds with Scooby Doo. Everyone's picking Scooby.
I'm sorry, but if we're doing that, then the character that I really like would end up also being my best bub, so I'm gonna have to go with that. Sorry, Scoob.
Oh, but you'd be giving up being best friends with Scooby Doo.
I know.
Damn, you are a sim. Oh wait, no, we can't say that shit. It's on Twitch.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore! You gotta say shrimp!
Oh no, I made a sort of slur.
Ah! Cancel!
Damn. Who'd thought that would
Man,
be
we can't say anything fun on Twitch anymore.
Yeah, the go-to for switching it is you say shrimp. Everyone knows.
I mean, I think I have another alternative. We could just go back to good old-fashioned beta male cup.
Ah!
What was wrong with that one? Why doesn't Batman dance anymore?
I'll give you the back juicy.
Batman doesn't dance.
Batman!
He's far too serious for that.
Batman does not eat nachos!
I'm gonna say, does he eat nachos though? Answer may surprise you.
Batman does not!
That was brave and the bold.
I do too. It didn't die, it was murdered!
It literally was. That like basically tells you exactly what happened.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, we had a bunch of great episodes, but some corporate suits decided to shut us down so they could make Beware the Batman.
And then that got written off.
Right. Or was Beware the Batman before? Was Beware
Beware the Batman was the one right after.
Yeah, we wanted to make Beware the Batman.
And it was done by the team that made The Batman.
Bob. Batman.
You know, the best Batman cartoon before it.
Hey, I'll take for Batman like 100 times over Beware the Batman.
Yeah, but that's not really that high of a hurdle.
Look, every time
Listen,
I hear...
I'm short and I
Yeah,
could
the
walk
Bat-
over it by accident.
Look, I'm just saying, every time I hear the Batman, I always think of the Daily Show skit with you got a thub Batman. Which is maybe peak comedy, I'm just saying.
Oh, there goes the last monkey in this level.
Yes!
Gotta catch 'em all. Monkey.
I mean, there are monkey Pokemon, there's quite a lot.
Yeah?
People like monkeys.
Monkeys are
I
funny.
mean, they're funny until they scratch your faces off.
True. Speaking of like that though, like it made me think of because also I was thinking about this because Kuma's trailer that came out for Tekken, and obviously it has more fucking views than Shaheen. Nobody fucking cares about Shaheen. Why did you bring him back, Harada? Nobody likes Shaheen. But it got me thinking about. I remember when I first unlocked Kuma and did like a double take that I could play as a bear in the game. And I played him specifically as a kid because I thought it was so cool that I could just be a bear and beat people up.
Yeah, back then you could play as bears and beat people up.
You still can.
Yeah, but not really. These days, you could have romantic scenes with bears.
It's true, you can.
Which bit? Oh, Teddy?
No, I know what he's talking about.
No, I'm talking about Bowser's.
Because there's the guy, because there's a druid who can wild shape into a bear, and he knows exactly the one bear form.
Oh, I see why. I see why it's everyone's game of the year. Everyone's just secret furries. Gotcha.
You sound surprised.
You know, you'd be surprised. For some reason, that was a huge selling point of the game.
You can fuck a bear.
Yeah.
So
I do think it's fucking funny though.
is Adam Sessler a secret furry dog?
I don't know, but he's a not secret racist.
Oh, well, yeah, he's very not secret about that.
I'm not gonna forget him doubling down.
Look, it's okay. It was only yellow face. It's fine. It's fine.
I still love how, again, he had the easiest fucking get out of jail free card. Different time, I've grown, blah blah blah. I could have said that. Everyone was ready for that. Nah, man, his racism was too strong.
He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't make myself clear. Bomb the Japs.
He might as well have said that. Actually,
Practically
I mean,
did say that.
no, that was Kotaku. Because Kotaku was mad that they didn't get a review copy of Legend of Zelda. And then they put up a picture of then like their lead editor or who was the owner put a picture of like one of the jets from World War II with a bunch of like marks on it for the Japanese jets they've shot down.
It could have been worse. They could have been that one streamer that was just going around Japan being like, we're gonna bomb you.
Jesus Christ!
Damn.
Then he got arrested.
I can't imagine why.
He did like basically threaten to. That is arguably terrorism. But arguably, I mean actually terrorism.
Yeah.
He got arrested because he trespassed onto a trading site that was
He's lucky that's all that happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's very lucky that's all that happened.
Well, basically walk in there being like, "What's up, you twos and bros?"
Quick, a white guy, get him.
No, he was a black guy.
Oh, quick, black guy, get him.
Again, he is very lucky that all they did was have him arrested.
Well, it was worse because he was trying to play the race car object. It's not gonna work around here.
You're only arresting me because I'm black. And it's like, maybe threatening to bomb them might be a bit real easy, buddy.
What? Oh, that's crazy talk.
Yeah,
It's
so,
crazy.
It's not looking great for this guy. He might be in jail for a while.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not sorry. Look,
That'll send you to jail. I don't feel bad for him. I genuinely don't. There are people that go to jail for shit where I'm like, oh, that sucks. This? No.
I mean, fuck man, if you wanted to get pissed about World War II, just go and pick on the Germans. They expect it. Like, I mean...
Nothing happened between these years. What do you mean?
Everyone went to get...
He was basically just a troll streamer like Japan. He was like, well, I'm harassing him on the street. They probably shit on me.
Wait, is this James Corden?
No.
Because you said troll streamer and harass people on the street. I was just thinking of that time where he was a massive furry, again, dressed like a rat to do that.
No, but, you know, he did...
What, why can you just people stop... Why can you just not stop killing kids for 5 minutes and just kill him? Fuck me. This is why everyone hates America.
I mean, same thing with, like, the Paul brothers, like...
Yeah. They're there. You've got can't one of you people just be like, why would killing kids?
Oh, wait, you know what? I know why. Because they're white and they have money.
Damn.
See, that's the problem.
Might just be the Paul of your life.
See, that's why they're immune, because they're white and they have money. That's the secret. Be white, have money.
Damn.
Do you have these? Do you have both of these? If you're too poor, the white won't matter. your immunity is equal to how much money you have and how white you are. And if you aren't white enough, uh-oh.
Why do I have to have 3 white and no money? Why can't I have no white and 3 money?
Can't be like that time they tried to do a hidden camera show in Russia and they were hiding in the trash can and they just got fucking shot.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was a bit, but
It
also,
probably was, but also
it's Russia, so
it could have been a bit, but also but like you said, it's also Russia, so I wouldn't take my chances. All I'm fucking saying. That's how you get. That's how you get shot in Russia.
That's how you get the invasion of Ukraine. To the surprise of absolutely nobody, an anti-war politician was mysteriously dropped from the election, or from the run-up to the next election in Russia. I wonder why.
That's weird.
Mysterious, because of problems with their paperwork, of course.
Oh yeah.
Is that the guy who they found in Antarctica?
Oh no, that was the main political opponent who had to run like fuck after Putin basically tried to kill him. I mean, completely unrelated circumstances.
Yeah, it's unrelated. What are you talking about? Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, he didn't want to end up like that poor guy that committed suicide by being violently shoved through a window from several stories up. But suicide.
Tragic accident.
Definitely no goons just threw him through the window.
Hey, look, that radioactive isotope just got in that guy's teacup. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, there was a natural gas explosion.
I think one of my favourite, and by favourite I mean things I've most been disgusted by, is when there was a nerve angel attack on a house in this country that they basically, well, they said, right, yeah, oh yeah, Russia did this, and like a couple, and like there was, people, like a bunch of, or like at least another like family that suffered from fucking nerve agent poisoning, which is awful, I should point out. But then it's okay because we still went, because even though we were busy saying that I can't like Russia shouldn't be allowed to get away with this, it's disgusting that they think they can come to another nation and act in this manner. But it's okay because we went to the World Cup that was in Russia anyway. Because sport has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Fucking cretins.
I know cretin is the proper way to say it, but I like cretin more just because it sounds dirtier.
Yeah, but then you sound like Randall from Monsters Inc. Do you really want that?
Yeah.
Do you want to be Randall? Do you want to be Randall?
You're right, I don't want to be
exactly.
Randall.
Nobody wants to be Randall. Is it bad that every time I hear the name Randall, my first thing it isn't the Monsters Inc. guy, it's the fucking little shit from Recess? You know that guy. We all knew a Randall.
We all knew. Yeah, we all did. And if you didn't know a Randall,
You were the Randall.
Yeah, you were the Randall. We don't make the rules, but we do enforce them.
But I do control your life.
I'm not one to judge, but I do control your fate. Kill him slow.
And I think that would be justified in killing a Randall.
You're right.
Hey look, kids need to learn the age-old truth, snitches get stitches. I literally said this to my 7-year-old niece. She was like, what does that mean? And I was like, you'll find out when you're older.
You'll find out if you'll find out if you fuck around.
I mean, she's a fucking grass, man. You can't say or do anything, because then she's immediately, runs off to tell someone else. That's why I'm like, yeah, snitches get stitches, kid. You'll see. Oh boy, you'll see.
You need to know. This warning is for you, specifically.
Look, I promised you that I would give you a proper education. And to that end, stitches get stitches.
Also, don't forget about talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, she'll learn. about you fuck around and find out? I think fuck around and find out has become my new favourite one of those.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty strong.
I hope it never goes away.
It's so fucking good. Even you sometimes like a new fucking
Even me.
new fucking turn of phrase or what have you.
Sometimes even I can like something new.
Stranger things have happened. Oh, I gotta scare the monkey out of the cage.
Booga 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 booga!
Man, if only it was that simple.
I think you wouldn't use this bag.
Stupid monkey!
You made me look bad.
Ooga booga booga!
Yes!
Stupid dog!
You know what? We also all know he used this.
Yeah! And if you don't know, we used to.
And I hate to tell you that you're the Eustace.
I am the Eustace, and I'm quite proud of it.
You were the useless bag of the Ruby fandom. Now they're all dead.
Yes.
You won.
You won!
One.
How does it feel to win, by the way?
You know what? I'm not satisfied enough. I will not be satisfied until I have completely destroyed every single speck of hope from their bodies.
Damn, who are you? Yeah, like Rooster Teeth.
They... Do they even have hope left?
No,
Yes,
it's not.
Yeah,
No.
there are some people there who are like, oh, it'll be fine. It might take a few years, but I'm sure they'll all get
I
back
would've
to
thought-
form. And
I would have thought the second RTX was cancelled and they didn't have COVID as the excuse. That should have been the final. Nope, it's over now. Now it's
Yeah.
gone.
It's Joker.
yeah, which when you know the voice actors like RTX is canceled because we can't afford it. Also, animation is really expensive these days, and it costs like several $1 million per episode of Ruby, which I was like, you spending all that money?
What are you spending $1 million on?
Is it
I know
just-
animation's
No,
expensive. I know animation's expensive. It is very expensive, but how are they spending $1 million?
I was like, I don't know. I guess they're all of it was going into Bernie's Tesla, because there's no way in hell they spent millions of dollars on that episode. They should be ashamed of themselves. If that was $1 million worth of work, and that
They
was
spent $1 million having Ruby kill herself. But that's how she got a power up.
no, she didn't get a power up. She just came back.
Oh, not even a power up.
Nope, not even a power up. Just nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Horrifying.
That's worse somehow.
Well, they don't get power ups because it's not a show where they solve their problems by fighting everyone.
But that's
Damn.
that's the appeal of the show. To see the cool fight.
Oh no.
To see a
no,
cute
no.
girl use big
No.
weapon and fight.
No, now the appeal of the show is the lesbians.
Alright, here, I have a question.
Yeah, both.
I have a question. If they're not animating fight scenes, what the fuck are they spending money on?
Probably
Cocaine?
Probably spending money getting freaking voice actors now.
And then having to replace them after they get outed as horrible people.
Yeah, and then trying to get them, I mean, it's probably not for nothing that more voice actors have to be replaced. Including all of the teachers.
Not just some, all.
Yeah, but that's not all for the same reason.
By the way, I did a cool thing. I ran up on the monkey who has the UFO with the hula hoop and just caught him real quick before he get into the UFO.
Well, one was Vic and one was Joe.
He didn't do anything, he just like... I mean, he's a Texan, he said Texan things.
Yeah, he told Garen that he could have been safe if he would take that program to his house if he had a gun. Which, to be fair, that is something a Texan would say.
Yeah, he's from
That
Texas.
doesn't, I was like, that doesn't really sound that out of the norm.
He's like, yeah, I mean, as far he didn't like say he didn't say fucking 9 level was an inside job.
That's like I'm like that's not really that. I mean, I don't agree.
That's why he's like the one guy they're kind of sort of still on okay terms.
I'm like like I'm kind of like on that, but I'm also so like I don't know. I'm not even like I'm a gun control guy, and I'm like I don't know. It's not really.
Yeah, that's nothing. It's like so. Yeah, that's not really a controversy. That's just.
Yeah, some idea going on and saying that
I'm saying I can have a debate with an anti-gun control person as someone who's gun control and not want to kill them versus like if someone fucking starts dropping slurs left and right.
Wow.
Like there's a difference.
Maybe to you.
Yes. It's different.
Okay, that's 2 now. What happened to the others? One of them was
the one lady got drunk and got angry about how his wife, when they got the position, she was in the
his wife.
She's where his wife is slept with.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad to say that about the boss's wife, even if it is true.
Yeah, I'm like, on the one hand, she's probably right. On the other hand, you probably don't want to say that. And then,
Yeah.
even if it is, whether it's true or not, it's like, that's not something you want to say.
You know, and then there was Ryan.
Oh, Ryan.
Lovable scam!
Oh, silly, wacky Ryan.
Oh, what a fucking silly goose.
Yeah. I mean, compared to some YouTubers...
Honestly, compared to some YouTubers, he's like a saint.
Yeah,
at least he didn't rob from charity.
Yeah! Yeah, by the way, it was in the lost stream, but we talked about that. Now was at the time where there wasn't that much, and I was like, I'm not sure yet. But now it's like, oh, we know now!
Oh, what happened?
Oh, no, there just more stuff came out, and there was that audio of him pleading with them not to fucking release the footage.
Oh yeah, don't release the footage of me admitting that I was aware of this problem for well over a year before.
Which, by the way, is a whole other thing than like not being aware of it. When you're fucking aware, it's a problem that you're not solving this.
I mean, he said he was aware of it, but if you take him by face value, and there's not a whole lot of reason to do that. Like, it's one thing where he's like, oh yeah, I was only made aware of this a year ago.
Even if it's
like,
a year, that's too long if you're aware of it.
The really fucked thing is that when he went to do the stream this year, and he's still like listing off all the companies, all the groups that they don't work, or that they don't actually work with still. Here's all the groups that we don't give money to.
The ones that are like we're like, wait, what? We didn't get that money. Fuck off. Where's our money?
Thanks, completionist. You were meant to be one of the good ones.
Hey, listen. He finally did it. He completed his last game, YouTube.
It is, like, fucking insane.
It is! Honestly, I genuinely was shocked. I know I'm, like, being a laughing and joking numbnut now, but, like, when it first came out, I was in disbelief. And then, like, when I saw it and basically saw the proverbial barrel of the gun, I was like, yeah, no, this is real. And I had to, like, have that moment of, like, holy shit.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we take pot shots at all the people who we don't like who do dog shit things, so I think it's completely fair that we have to go full double barrel on the people that we did like. Who also do shitty things.
Yeah, you can't.
It's like, well, we put our faith in you and you betrayed us, so I'm sorry. We're gonna have to take your We're gonna have to take your funds.
Exactly. I can't like turn away just because I thought he was a good guy and all that. Like, I can't. That's against my own principles.
You were the chosen one. Now we have to make you die.
Perish.
Now, you must meme you to death, completionist.
You did it!
I said before but it was lost, so I can say it before. Maybe Craig was right all along.
There's a chance, but there's also the option of maybe they're just both shitty.
Yeah, maybe they're both assholes.
You never forget about option 3. Everybody's a dickhead.
Yeah. So if you don't know Sabo, the completionist has screwed himself out of his career.
Yeah, a lot of guys seem to be doing that lately.
Oh, it's not for the usual reasons.
Nothing we've said was a joke.
He didn't he's not had sex with minors or sexted with minors or any of those things, which is the usual thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't even try and sell
by the
gambling to kids, which
by
is
the
also
way-
the usual thing.
When you say it out loud, God, it's like, yeah, what he did is definitely fuck, really, really fuck, extremely fuck, but there's also part of me is like, it's not as bad, but I'm like, cringing while I say it.
Yeah, it's not as bad as some other YouTubers, but like, yeah, so basically he runs charity stream every year.
Like a lot of popular ones do that. Like Vinny Vinesauce does one every summer, where he does. Like, there's a lot that do that, but yeah, he does one, and none of the charities ever saw the money.
Yeah,
so
pocketed the charities for money from charities for over what, like 10 years?
Yeah,
it's like $600,000.
And so a lot of people are pissed because, I mean, a lot of people threw money into that for charity, and the charity never saw the money. And you have to think there are some people that probably donate it every fucking year.
Yeah. And the problem is it really like hinders like people who actually do big charity drives, like you said.
Yeah, because it's gonna it's gonna take it's gonna put like all of the other ones under scrutiny, whether they deserve it or not. Like they're all gonna have like eyes on them, like, is this real? And someone, like, honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Vinny takes a hit from this. I mean, even if he hasn't done anything wrong, because people are gonna be more wary on it. So.
And it's the kind of thing where
I say even though he hasn't done anything wrong, because even though he was exonerated with that one fucking controversy a couple of years ago. I mean, people are still people. He could, but I don't. But he hasn't done anything. But I also didn't think the completions would do anything. You see why I'm like tiptoeing around and not saying anything in absolute terms.
Yeah.
I'm fucking nervous about it.
It hinders people who do actually, like, put in time to send money to charity, who do raise, like, a lot, and puts them under scrutiny that otherwise they don't deserve, or because, like, that's the thing, no one can even really figure it out, because it's not like they actively stole the money, it's just left it sitting there and lied about where it was going.
Yeah, because it's just sitting in the account as far as we're aware.
Except for maybe the golf tournaments, that one actually might have been stealing money.
Golf tournament?
Oh, so the foundation ran golf tournaments that the funding didn't have to be wasn't as declared for, because when you're like doing things with
wait, who was the golf one?
So it's completionist.
Okay, it's still complete. Oh.
Yeah, so the foundation for that they built or they made for his mother, in honor of his mother, runs golf tournaments every year, and from what I understand, because that sources money through basically like people giving physical donations and things like checks that like or things before, it's not as easy to like track where all that money's gone. And yeah, so they ran the golf tournaments before the charity stream started happening, and when the charity stream started happening, for some reason the amount of income never seemed to actually change, even though they had now 2 sources of income, theoretically. So that one's a bit...
That's extra fucking considering it's in his mother's name. His dead mother!
Yeah, that's the whole thing. He literally sold the charity stuff on the back of his dead mother dying from a very real, very brutal like condition that affects millions. That affects hundreds of thousands, even millions of families. It's a horrible tragedy. So then to have, and that's the other thing. They'll then have like someone effectively use that as a very real personal tragedy and the death of someone to, well, emotionally blackmail people.
Yeah! It really puts into question an entire person's character. like
Yeah.
what they really are. Like it's like honestly, I feel dirty just having this fucking conversation.
That's why you do at least
Like
appreciate.
I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. This isn't funny, haha laugh. This is just awkward. I hate it.
That's why partially one of the things I do appreciate is things like Yogcast will do their jingle jam, and the main thing is that because they work directly with the charities, like you at least know money.
Yeah, because there were questions about it because of that, so they've just just reaffirmed like no, it goes directly to charity. We never see that money.
Yeah, but also like physically representatives from the charity.
Yeah.
Are always there talking about. Okay,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
here's what your
I mean,
money is.
they've always
It's
had
almost like-
that, but like they had to make sure everybody was very clear on that because of what the completionists did, and that's no fault to the Yogs at all. They did nothing wrong. They just had to do that so they can get the money for the charities and so on. They've done literally nothing wrong. The worst thing, well, they did the Kickstarter thing years ago.
Well, there was also some other things with members of their.
Oh, you're talking
who
about Shin.
Yeah, and also their previous CEO Terps, which wasn't. Well, that one was less like actually dodge. It wasn't like with the Shin thing where it was interacting with fans, but it was like just being a shitty husband because it was I think it was posting nude or posting dick pics to some woman who wasn't his wife.
Yeah,
which in the grand scheme of things, like
it's not great, but it's like
yeah,
like that's kind of like the thing with like the Progera thing, where it's just like you're just a bunch of fucking idiots. I understood. I don't care.
Yeah, you're a bit of a scumbag. And to be fair, they got rid of them pretty quick, and they're pretty open about everything. So it's one of those things where...
And they kind of just, and other than that,
content.
they just kind of exist doing their own thing. And like, they even joke about the fact that they're not really, as big as they used to be, and they kind of like have a giggle about it, and they're doing fine. Like,
I appreciate like them for being sticking to their guns in terms of how they handle controversies, and how also they haven't tried to change how they operate to change the algorithm.
One thing that I really like that they do is one of their side channels, the one that's just like playing the tabletop shit. Like, they're so fun to watch. I love watching those. Between that one and their other RPG and their we were talking about D&D things. It's not D&D specifically. It's mostly called Cthulhu. That one's also really good to watch. I need to watch. I haven't gotten around to watching those yet, but I am aware of those. But
yeah, you should.
I love watching their Warhammer games. I'm like, man, I really wish I had like the space for this stuff because this stuff is so fucking cool.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, I do at least have respect for them in that sense for basically not being the completionist, which feels fucked, but yeah, we're at that point.
We're just at that point.
Once again, what should have just been a wholly altruistic thing of let's do streams and raise money for charities to go for good causes.
I mean, even I back in the day when like some people I knew were a little bit more popular when the internet was smaller, we used to do like some charity stuff too.
Yeah,
I didn't handle any of it. I was just brought on from time to time as a broadcaster where I would stream like Sonic or some bullshit. That was back like on Ustream and what have you.
Yeah, and this is like that's the thing.
And I won't lie, if something happened, I know like where there was something like that, I would be fucking pissed.
Oh, I mean, none of the people we know, I think.
No.
Would do that. But like, yeah, I agree. If it was like,
if I learned something like that, like I was broadcasting on that, and then like someone was pocketing the money, I would be fucking mad. I would be so fucking pissed. I was even louder back then, so something like that did happen because I had zero filter when I was younger. Everybody would know because I'd be screaming it from the rooftops. But
yeah, as I said, I think that is the important thing, is that we do have to, as much as we love hitting the low-hanging fruit of people we don't like,
as much as we like making fun of MatPat, even though he'll never go away, we gotta punch the people. We gotta go for the low-hanging fruit when it's people we like, and really fucking punch it. And also too with completions, we just liked him. I don't think either of us really were watching his stuff for a long
wasn't big on his. It's one of those things. I wasn't big on his content, but I respected his.
As terrible as it's gonna sound, I kind of eventually fell off him actually after Craig left because the videos started being too dry for my liking.
Yeah, same. But like, it's the kind of thing where I think even if you didn't, even if you weren't like watching his content, like, because he was such a big part of the sort of gaming YouTube community.
He was a big part of like the this second wave of like gaming YouTube stuff. Like he was the second gen, like after the you know, the stuff from like, because AVGN is like ever since like AVGN, it's the, oh god, I'm gonna have to fucking name drop him more. I'm trying to dance around Spoony. Because he was that gen before this. Before the completionist gen, because we're now in another gen too.
Whatever happened to him?
I'm not entirely sure what's happened within like the last couple of years, but basically, he had a series of mental breakdowns.
Yeah, he's got bipolar disorder, and it's
pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't even want to make jokes. I don't want to make jokes. It's just.
No, I was just feeling he has bipolar. He's one of the people who doesn't like get the help he really needs, either because it's not offered, but I think more because he's the type of person who doesn't.
Well, now he probably gets money for it, but back then.
Yeah, and then after he had a number, and then after the whole like falling out with that guy with the glasses happened,
he fell off before the entire site fell off.
I was gonna say, well, he fell off just because he had a falling out with a lot of the guys there, and then they found out, you know, all that shitty stuff afterwards.
Yeah, well, it was unrelated though. Let's be fair.
It was. As I said, it's one of those things where he had stuff going on in his personal life, and
yeah, and it's that thing where it's like it's not the same as what we were just talking about. Like I'm just like, man, I don't feel comfortable talking about this because this is like, because it's like it's genuinely just kind of sad, and I feel bad for him. It's a different story than the things that we've been talking about. Where we can point and laugh. This is genuinely sad.
It's the kind of thing where you can like laugh at someone like Darkside Phil because at the end of the day, everything they do is entirely of their own making because he refuses to learn the most basic
He's just an idiot. That's it. He's just a fucking dumbass.
And
laughing at dumbasses is funny.
And Spoony had many faults, many faults, and definitely did a lot of stuff he probably shouldn't have done. But also, by the same token, it feels it's a lot more like serious mental health, or allowing mental health to be not as looked after as it definitely should have been.
Yeah, it just feels very different to like where like I don't feel like with making jokes versus literally every other one where it's like, all right, time for the comedy hour, clown shoes, go on. Like I'll put my finest clown shoes on for Darkside Phil.
It was also a few years ago, but he had like legal trouble because he had like it was something to do with the car. I think he had a crash, or I think he hit someone, but it was like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know about the car crash. That was actually new for me.
I mean, this was a few years ago when I watched a video that was precisely about whatever happened to Spoony.
Gotcha.
Oh no. Spoony's, as I said, it's one of those. I think in a lot of ways, Spoony is a cautionary tale to show kind of how some people are not really prepared for online life and e-fame and etc.
It really is if you think about it.
Well, yeah, but it's especially like back then where.
Oh yeah, back then we had less. What's the word I'm looking for? Knowledge? Yeah, we'll go with knowledge.
Awareness?
Awareness, yeah, awareness works.
It's not like people didn't have the basic understanding of mental health, but it was just more of a accepted thing of things online weren't real.
Yeah, people were just like, it's not real, it can't affect you, because that was like a go-to back then. It's like, you can just log off.
I think in a lot of ways, this is also where you worry.
Hell, we fucking would say shit like that at that time. Like, I know I've said it, at least.
Definitely. But like, I also think Jiwaro has a massive part. That was also a massive thing because of Jiwaro, where it's like, yeah, he was one of the first instances of, oh shit, these people can be like, they're people, they can be scumbags too. Because it's like before then you had like, you know, people who would do some shitty things like, you know, rip each other off or just be assholes on the internet. But he was the first one of like, or one of the first like infamous cases.
He's like one of the ones where I like. like someone doing like something really, really bad, not just like, oh my god, they copied this guy's stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it was bad.
That
'cause
was-
They were all pals with him and thought he was this really nice guy. So
Yeah,
they were, like,
because I
they were,
remember
like,
when he when he died. I'm just phrase it like that because Twitch. Like I remember being like really stunned by it, and then when the whole thing with Tig happened like a few years later, it was just like it was weird watching that whole thing because I've never before or after seen such a firebomb like that.
I mean, part of the problem is also that, like, you know, unless you really know someone, I mean, you really know them.
You don't really
So-
know someone basically.
Because nobody ever is gonna. Because most people are.
And when you think
aware-
about it, even though it's not the worst one that we've seen, the Gerard stuff is actually like a reminder of that. You don't really know him.
But it's and it's like unless you really are like even people
include-
on a day-to-day basis, unless
Oh yeah, yeah.
unless you're
No,
like-
this shocked. I won't name names, but a friend of mine. We'll say this. I'm not gonna want to say the name on here. You know
I
who
know
they
who-
are. We both
Yeah, I
know.
know.
They were like, I don't. They were like, they were also fucking like stunned by this.
Well, that's the thing. I remember when he died, and I remember how bad it
Oh no, no.
affected him.
I'm talking about even the completionist one because they were also there with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He does get around, doesn't he? You should know how to kick him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy, if you're listening, but
But it's I would have done the fucking same thing if I was in their shoes. I'm not gonna fucking say anything. I like literally the only difference is that I didn't talk to the person myself.
yeah.
Like hell, like even if I talked to him a few times, I still would have been shocked because like I mean I talked to Vic before like at a con and I thought I was like, oh, he's a good guy, and then well.
I mean, the real secret is most people
Who are pieces of shit don't wear it on their sleeve. In fact, because of that, I actually now have a respect for people that are just openly an asshole. Because I'm like, at least I know what I'm getting with you.
Yeah.
At least I know you're a dickhead. I don't need to be like, in the back of my head if I don't really know you, be like,
It's kind of one of those things where a few years ago, if you had like say a famous person, be famous or real or IRL famous, and then like with someone who like a young girl who maybe is a fan, and they like embrace or something in a picture because whatever. A few years ago, you're like, oh, that's cute. And now you're like, I mean, even if it's not the case, or think it, you immediately go,
is this it?
I hope there's nothing more to this.
I mean, a lot of it too is honestly, it's not even like it wasn't there before. It's just now we're aware of it. It's something that I sometimes tell people who are older than me about other shit where I'm just like, no, that shit was always there. It's just now we're aware of it.
I've told the story about
Like people
how
are like,
someone
man,
tried to-
the world was so much safer when I was little. No, you're just aware of shit now. It's
I've told the story here about that time someone tried to snatch me from my garden when I was a toddler.
yeah, you have talked about that.
So it's always been fucked. It's just 24-hour news cycle and internet being what it is. You can have like
we could you could
told.
pick a city in any part of the world. You could find their local news right now. Couldn't do that back only like 20 years ago.
That's why it was also back then a lot easier for people to disappear. Like part of the thing with why the Catholic Church got away with like cases of abuse for as long as it did was because when people got
They would just move the Pope.
Christmas.
Not the Pope. They would just move the priest somewhere.
move them off to some other pasture where
Robin Williams used to make fun of that. He had a whole stand-up bit making fun of, like joking about that.
so
Like, find a priest, find a pedophile here. Like he did like a whole like bit on that. I can't do it justice because Robin Williams.
you're not Robin Williams.
I'm not Robin Williams, and I could never be Robin Williams. Just watch Robin Williams stand-up comedy. Do yourself a favor. It's really funny.
What a heavy subject.
While playing the game where we catch cartoon monkeys. I said before, it seems like the more dark or depressing or unhinged stuff happens when I'm playing the children game.
I mean, it's also because we're playing it at a time where there's just no other news because
True.
or no other news that's really relevant to us because it's like, hey,
Like I could talk about just dumb shit I got for Christmas, I guess. Oh my god. Like,
it's just yeah.
well, yeah.
Take fun for Christmas.
Fucking piece of shit. Ow! Fucking
Oh, no, he didn't. Wow.
I'm in pain in the game.
Damn, they really did not get a good Christmas present.
Okay.
How about you, Saber? You get anything from the
I didn't even
Christmas?
fucking.
Oh, not really, but I get fun things for Christmas. That's okay. I buy my own presents.
Yeah, I mean, so we're already past it, but what's your favourite Christmas movie that's not technically a Christmas movie? What is a Christmas movie? I don't know. Yeah, fair.
I mean, it's not a movie, but can I just say War in the Pocket?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I actually gave my brother a camphor model kit for Christmas, and I made a joke how it's actually festive, how it's actually thematic for this time of year.
Nice.
Actually, I did get a So my roommate gave me 3 things. Two were jokes, and one was legit. He got me, and I laughed my ass off. And he got me the special edition of the Street Fighter movie.
Nice. The Bull Julia one.
Yeah. Not the good one, and not the even worse one. The funny bad one.
Okay.
It's fun.
Hey, people can enjoy stuff.
Yeah.
Change the channel.
I enjoy that movie. Do I think it's good? I don't know, but it's fun. But I got that. I got, like, he found at, like, a discount shop a model kit of Dick Dastardly's car from Wacky Races. And then the legit thing he got me is a figure of Puru from Double Zeta, which is really cool. I like it, but I don't want to look at it too closely because it might spontaneously combust.
I was gonna say, surely when you're displaying it, that shit's just on its back.
Well, it's not posable, so I can't do like death jokes if I wanted to.
Well, you've put it down on the. You've put it down.
It doesn't lay flat on its back.
Oh.
The pose she in keeps that from happening.
Face first, then.
That wouldn't look right.
I'm sure you could find ways.
No, because I feel bad for Purus. They didn't let any of them live.
Even the one you thought that didn't.
No. Even the one I was like, you know, it'd be really funny if you let this one live, and they're just like, no, we're not creative, killer.
They were like,
Sorry.
no, it's Gundam. It's
Puru alive? You meant? Are you insane?
Yes. Then again, I'm the person who would try to make a Gundam spin-off about an old man and an old lady who are piloting the fucking Zaku 1 and the ball, and they're eternal rivals, and they just keep showing up in the background of other fucking events.
Yeah.
That's the shit I would make, which is why I should never be allowed here the director's seat of anything Gundam related.
Good advice.
But then again, it still would be better than, hey, I got an idea for our UC series. What if it's the Xeon perspective?
Probably
With the Gundam as an antagonist.
probably better than Iron Blooded Orphans anyway.
What if it's UC, but you know, the Xeon are the protagonist and the Gundam is the antagonist? And, you know, the main character is a very intelligent person who wears
What you're doing. I know what you're doing. Stop it. Please, get some help.
I mean, genuinely with the Iron Blood Orphans, I would genuinely rather watch Seed.
He was doing a Code Geass bit.
I know what he's doing, but I wanted to talk about. I wanted to pretend that wasn't there.
Iron Blood Orphans is not Xeano the protagonist, and the gun.
No, I know. I'm ignoring Code Geass. I don't think you understand. I'm taking what you said and pretending you didn't say it.
Code Geass is just a Gundam show.
Silence!
The Gundam
We are not talking about Code Geass. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
You're
It is
right.
designed to be
You're right, but also-
to be reverse Gundam.
You're right, but also, yeah. So I wanted to make fun of Iron Blooded Orphans and say that and do the punchline of I'd rather watch Gundam Seed.
Oh, damn.
At least I get a laugh out of that. Actually, to be fair, Iron Blooded Orphans does have the funniest scene in the entire franchise.
Which one?
One of the little girl just getting fucking annihilated.
Oh yeah. Wait, it's Cross Ange, isn't it? Or are we thinking of different little girls getting fucking annihilated?
The one where she's in like she sees the teddy bear in the shop and then she gets
Oh.
fucking annihilated.
Teddy bear in the shop, and then she gets yeah. That's like at the point where no one cared anymore. They're just like, oh, fuck you guys.
Fucking oh yeah, I forgot when they just drive by that.
I remember seeing that and there were people like, oh my god, this scene is so sad, and I was sitting there going,
I don't think anybody actually said the scene was so sad.
I've seen it.
That's what they were trying to get people to think, but by then people had just stopped caring. Or they just got angry at like how blatantly badly written it was.
You didn't see it coming though. See what you're saying. Well, I get what you're saying, Saber, but have you ever considered that it did subvert your expectations?
No, because it's pretty clear exactly what was going to happen from that point on.
It subverted your expectations, Sabo.
It made you think there was gonna be a good show.
You were conned. You thought for a second there'd be a halfway decent show.
You know, I actually decide, I thought about saying this, that because Barbados fans are really weird. They're like, oh, he can survive any energy attack. It's like, actually, no, he can only survive one specifically in that series, and every series has weird energy and weapon rules. So I realized that, so, like, I would, like, and the problem with that is since Mika doesn't have, like, stupid new-type sensory bullshit, to my knowledge, or memory, is that the idiot would, like, bum rush a guy with a beam weapon that can just punch through his armor and then just fucking explode.
I mean, they're pretty tanky. I'm pretty sure he would be able to not do that. Just based on how Iron Blooded Orphans suits durable and explode because the reactors are unbreachable.
Yeah, I don't believe they're actually unbreachable.
They're unbreachable. They get like beat the shit out of it and left there for 200 years and they still work. Compare that to like in Gundam Wing where like a mild graze causes the thing to
Oh yeah? Well, you know what was still working after millions of years? Zaku 1.
turn A.
Yes, that's the joke!
That doesn't count. They were all like put in special stasis.
Nah, it counts. This is part of my new power scaling.
They were put in the mountain cycles, which I don't think we ever really see. But it's one of like stasis. If the mortal suits attack, they weren't left like a half-destroyed home in the desert for 200 years.
Nah, man, it counts.
And then the
Martian,
guy,
that's
and
what
the guy
it
just
is.
takes it and puts new armor plates on it, and it's good as new.
Just slap some
That's
duct
better
tape
than
on
all
that
our
shit.
modern technology.
Just use some flex tape.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I mean, those reactors are pretty unbreachable given the ridiculous.
Okay, but you
damage
can
of
still
those
shoot the
things.
fucking cockpit. That's my point.
I mean, I guess you could shoot the
You
cockpit.
just shoot him in the cockpit. Shoot him in the cockpit.
Yeah, but what happens if you got Luna Maria on the gunner though?
Yeah, she might miss. Stop fighting.
That's what Lacus says.
I know, but she's also gonna come in because you know if you bring one seed person in, Lacus will show up like a virus.
If you go by the build fighters logic, then the Iron Blood Orphans armor works on modern beams because you know, they had the thing where Barbatos fought Strike Freedom, and they're like, oh no, now they're looking to damage each other because of their special armor.
Yeah.
Barbatos takes no damage from beams, and Strike Freedom takes no damage from physical hits.
Yeah, well,
It's Super Robot Wars, there. That's how I choose to.
yeah, I'd rather go with Super Robot Wars.
Balance this thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually used Barbatos in SRW 30 because. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
but
if I was gonna play
hey, I've
with
used
DLC,
DLC characters. I've used the Soccer Wars characters.
yeah, I'm gonna say if I'm gonna play with DLC characters, I'm gonna use characters I like Getter, and more Getter, and
But I like the Soccer Wars, so I use those.
yeah, the Soccer
I mean,
Wars
you don't
characters.
want to play as Chocolate Man finally getting to live out his London fantasy.
No.
Too bad. I like to be
Instead-
realistic,
Instead, I used the Ultramen, which was a mistake. Because
You fool.
they're bad.
Bigelows had the right idea. We're just gonna run with our members.
You know what though? They do have Gridman though.
Oh, you know what?
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know what? Yeah, he's just in the game. Maybe if they ever make another one, we can finally have that fucking movie. I'm amazed that's not been
What if-
released in
Maybe that's why
West
they,
yet.
maybe that's why we haven't gotten a new Robot Wars announcement yet, because they're waiting for the movie.
No, the movie's out,
Oh.
just not over here. Like Japan has had Gridman Universe for like almost a year.
We gotta wait for Discotech to fucking give it to us, I guess.
Probably. I guess semi-related. I finally started going back to watching Ultraman Blazar. It's pretty good. I like it. I recommend it. And it's on YouTube, so it's free. Got a fun. It's got a good dub so far, and the robot in it is cool. It's a mech.
Yeah, but don't you want to watch this show? Unlike other mech shows, this is about the cat. I couldn't even complete that bit.
Yeah.
I couldn't even complete it.
So you mean like
How does it feel to be the only person who remembers Genlock?
I wish I didn't.
I choose to not remember it.
To be
mean,
fair,
I
though,
remember-
that line.
I
Hold on. Though to be fair, that line, that stupid fucking phrase, is older than Genlock.
Oh yeah, that's always been it's every time something new comes
Where
out.
they like
always
that one mech show, they're like, I don't want to watch the other ones. They're silly and stupid, but this one's good. It's about the characters.
I mean,
Oh,
I
man.
choose to remember Genlock because Oliver's routine problems and eventual destruction because he tried to trace down.
Listen, you know that shit better than I do, so I ain't gonna question you.
You
Yeah.
did this, Genlock. It was
Gen-
you.
Oh, no, Genlock was basically like their attempt to get in with the Hollywood crowd.
Yeah, I know.
Like it was gonna be their new big hit, and they were gonna have celebrities running around the studio, and they were gonna be able to retire all of their amateur stuff. And Genlock was gonna be their ticket to stardom. Then it turns out that one guy just pocketed most of the money and ran away.
Whoops. You know, as you do. Sometimes you pocket all the money and run away.
Here's the golden.
Right,
here's the
Gerard?
And the funniest thing is that was the same guy who voiced the guy with the hat.
Whoops.
So he did take his hat because he took a lot of money.
See you later, fuckers. But I mean, like, I don't know. We've complained before, but it's it is the ultimate golden rule of like doing shows like this, which is at the end of the day, you want to see, regardless if you're actually making action figures. I kind of think when you're designing something, you should be thinking, how cool would this look as an action figure?
Like, because you gotta make the things look appealing. The reason the Rabbit Girl was popular is because the Aussie Rabbit Girl was popular is because she looked good. So people were like,
She was Scottish. She was Scottish.
listen, I have not
No.
fucking, listen,
Alright,
I
alright,
can't,
racist.
listen, I don't, listen, you say I remember Genlock, but I don't remember as much as you think I do.
No, Velvet was Australian.
Okay. She was
I know
also,
this because her voice actor was actually Australian.
No, he's thinking. You're thinking of the.
see?
Rabbit Girl
None
from
of us
movie.
remember other than Train! Train's the only one who remembers it! Ha ha! You've outed yourself, fool!
Yeah, you're thinking of the Rabbit Girl from movie. He's talking about the Scottish Rabbit Girl from
See? See, Train's the only one who actually remembers.
Hey, I'll fucking remember my
I
rabbit
mean,
girl.
to be fair, you know, a lot of Rooster Teeth's mistakes kind of blend together after a while.
Yeah, because a lot of times they repeat.
Look, man, I know my bunnies. That's all I'm saying. It's Year of the Bunny.
My point though is, regardless of my memory, is that was an accident, that character having an appealing design.
I mean, I'm also just gonna. I'll ignore your blatant racism. I'll let you have a pass. Only because it's the Scottish. Who gives a fuck about the Scottish? Am I right, fellas?
No.
Braveheart, more like Brave Fart. Fucking got him.
But either way, you get my point though. It's like, that was definitely an accident. They were probably like, what do you mean you like this character? We're gonna kill him now.
You weren't supposed to like this character.
He's dead.
Now we kill her. Oh shit, people aren't watching anymore. Bring her back as a ghost. Data ghost.
Now I'm a ghost.
No! Not Ghost Nappa! I just want more.
More monkeys. Too many monkeys.
I mean, I know I caught a lot of them on the last levels. Like the levels where I didn't have a limit, I just would go out of my way trying to catch them, so I didn't have to catch as many of them at the end. On the plus side,
And also just to go back to the...
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, just to go back to the initial point that started this whole thing, or the whole thing, is at the end of the day, like oh, now I forgot what the actual point was.
The point is, we don't have a point.
Yeah. I wanted to go back to my point, and now I've lost my point.
The point is, Rooster
Help me.
Teeth sucks.
Help me find my point.
What's the point?
Can you find my point?
It's like a preschooler show. Blue, can you help me find the point? Oh, a paw print. This might be a clue to where the point is. Blue Skidoo, we can do.
Like everyone thought that guy died, and then he's like, "No, I'm still alive."
I mean, there was one with like with Tim Curry where someone's posting about him dying. He's like, you know, this is a lovely sentiment and all, but could you wait till I'm bloody dead?
Well, he's not dead yet.
I want him to, but I know eventually.
It's not in great shape.
I was gonna say, he had a heart attack, man. He's been in a wheelchair and like unable to do voice work for quite a while.
No, but you know, like I said, I know, but I don't want it.
Hey, I want to feature him on my hit TV show Dead or Disgraced.
No, I don't think
God, I wish I could make Dead or Disgraced a real thing.
a new game
No.
show.
No network would ever pick it up. No streaming service would ever pick it up.
I don't know, Netflix might.
That's why.
For one season.
No, if it's you see that's the thing. You make it so trashy and whatever, but you get as many seasons as you want.
Yeah, but they'll greenlight anything for a season at least. You could probably get at least one Netflix season. After that, it becomes difficult.
Oh no, the beautiful thing about Dead or Disgraced is you'll literally never run out of people to feature on it.
I mean, yes, but I'm just saying Netflix, the way Netflix works. Not that you could run out of content, it's more of, you know, they usually let you have a season and they can you.
Maybe I'll try Channel 5. Nobody talks about what's on Channel 5.
Become the next Sven Groom.
Don't understand that reference, I'm just gonna smile and nod.
Don't worry, I don't think anybody but me got the reference.
I was gonna say I didn't get that reference.
Damn.
Exactly.
I usually get most of your references.
Feels
I have
Back
to,
when the one
I
guy
have
was
to
like,
watch. I have to watch old people television, so I know what a Svengoolie is.
I mean, Saber did watch old people television.
Not as much as me. But usually on MeTV, he plays like on Saturday nights and plays like a lot of like B horror stuff. He actually plays Godzilla. He's actually played Godzilla though.
Oh, that actually reminds me of my point. My point was that every time some useless cunt wants to like something, likes a thing, or that's part of like a long-running franchise or a long-running.
Me, yeah. This is the final lap of the game. I don't want to do this in 2 streams because it'd be really stupid.
Oh damn, it's gonna be a while though. What level you on?
I am on the Chinese wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while. Fuck.
Probably not, because remember I caught a lot of the monkeys in the castle and shit before I did this. I think there might only be 1 monkey in the castle, and the TV station I also caught a lot of them. I might have even caught all of them, other than the one that I couldn't catch because I didn't have the boxing glove.
But I mean, you can feel free to just leave Saber.
Yeah.
You got shit.
You came in late anyway.
I was gonna say I might have to.
You always do that, so it's fine.
You got shit to do, brother. You got shit to do.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's 4 o'clock already. Usually we're done by like 3:30.
What's going on?
What happened?
Maybe it's the way you dress.
That's a pretty fucked thing to say to him, Dan. Oh, I guess I can talk about that.
Patrick's the one that said what he
I can talk about that. So, our Home Secretary did a bit of a whoopsie last week.
Oh.
So at a press release that was going to be that was about delivering laws to help tackle like drugging women's beverages, because it's an incredibly fucked and awful thing that someone can do, and genuinely hideous and makes my skin crawl. Home Secretary James cleverly decided to make a crack, in a room that had lots of journalists there to cover the event. He made a crack to one of his friends about how the ideal woman is at least a little bit sedated. Yeah, I mean, he said the exact joke was something like, the ideal woman is a little bit sedated so she doesn't realise there are better men than you. But like, dude, come the fuck on.
Sounds like something someone of that status would say.
Couldn't you have said literally anything out? Couldn't you have waited for literally any other day than the day meant to be introducing legislation to help tackle that exact thing? Why, in a room that's full of journalists, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just be normal for once.
Politicians can't be normal.
That's like a straight up Donald Trump moment.
Grab him by the pussy.
Basically.
You say Donald Trump moment, but that's just Donald Trump.
One of the worst things that I've ever experienced of that is some arsehole cunt, not even a doctor.
Tell him how you really feel.
Not even a doctor, what's called an ACP, an advanced clinical practitioner. Everyone was out, they were getting drinks, and he said to this nurse, who's a good friend of mine, or he handed her a drink and said, "Oh, don't worry, I've not put anything in it." And we found this out later, but the reason why he came to work with us was because he'd been fired from the ambulance service for groping someone inappropriately. Needless to say, immediately...
I thought you said groping someone inappropriately.
I mean, he might have done that, but yeah.
Okay.
Groping someone.
Now we're getting to interesting levels. Over here.
I didn't go through David Carrot, but anyway, so that was just a really, because it's like an incredibly fucked thing to joke about, but also to say that to a woman, like, what the fuck are you thinking? You psycho. So anyway, literally did not allow him to be left on his unsupervised near a drink for the rest of the night, and reported that shit because that is not right. And then he had a mild racist thing where he was invited to go out to, because we have lots of doctors who sort of go here and back to Africa as part of programs, and he was invited to go and assist and do a talk, and he posted on social media that he was basically going to educate people who didn't know better.
I think we probably will stop.
Oh, okay.
Because there's 3 monkeys left in the castle, and I'm like, this level is fucking huge. I thought it was just the one who was on top of the castle, but no, there's 3 of them, so... Oh shit, I didn't mean to enter the stage again. Whoop! Look, get me out! Krusty wants out! Krusty wants out!
Get him, Mr. Teeny.
Okay. Escape the level. Now hit the correct button and don't restart the level again.
Ugh.
Otherwise, Mr. Teeny's gonna beat my ass.
I mean, here's a monkey. This is the enemy.
At least it's not Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
No, Jojo.
Oh.
Wasn't that the name of Lisa's monkey?
No, wait, I think you mean Homer's monkey.
Homer's monkey.
Homer massively abused, and no, he was called Mojo.
He was Mojo, okay.
Yeah, and Mojo was the one that Homer abused by giving him shitloads of food and made him fat and lethargic and probably poisoned him, and pray for Mojo.
He's dead.
Oh, our monkey's definitely dead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, our monkey did not die peacefully either.
No. Anyway, with the monkey death on the mind, it's time to leave.